there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, a good one in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Now Penix off the play action. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48.
And the Falcon first down.
It's a sweep, he pops the pass forward. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 22, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Who with the extra point? And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are 2 attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Room to work at the 35. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. A pickup there of 39. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pass is cut at the 9. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got Richard E. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
From the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish off their opening drive. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. All right, partner, 1 drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their 2nd bite.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Agnew on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. On his strides quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That one gains 7. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's a BYO. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
First and 10 are on to Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going in.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Come on.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. On the move, headed right. And the floater falls to the deck. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns. Looking at 4th and 9. The Browns are lining up to punt. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First and 10 now from the 30. Penix working from the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. The pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
5-man in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Flush down out to his left. Has it downfield, working the left. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. To return, Jerome Ford. Making some progress here. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Browns have the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes their offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Covered by Caden Ellis.
Handoff now to Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And try as they might, he's not going to be able to move the chains. He's out around a yard shy of that marker. It's 3rd down. Sanders going to look to throw. In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. He breaks the tackle. Space on the right. He's got room. Hits the 20. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
14, Browns 10.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. A give left side. Judkins can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
To the air, Sanders. Throwing the out route, complete. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
That's good. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing it again here. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than it's designed, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, it's Penix. The Browns close in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Unlock the package. 60. Panther 60.
On the give, here's Judkins.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
41-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders now. Finds his back complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
3rd and 7.
Ready? Go.
Sanders now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch.
6-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready?
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Sanders setting the pass. They'll get this to Tillman. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Gets it to him on the screen. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point.
They did it! He made the interception! Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons have some new life in the fourth.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards.
The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Falcons trail by a field goal. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
Down a score, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Cut at the 20-yard line. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the gun, it's Robinson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second
Back to
down
throw.
at the 16-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Looking to throw it. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Man in motion here. Robinson. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Ford on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking that time for Deontay Johnson. So 2nd down coming up.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that just lodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. That one's caught by Tillman. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Now a timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.